Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Paul Knows Photo. In this video I want to talk about the special offer that Canon's offering in spring. It's the 13th of April 2017 and they're offering £200 back possibly on lenses and up to £250 on camera bodies. So let's look at what they're offering on Canon's website. Let's look at camera bodies. So the EOS 7D Mark II with a Wi-Fi adapter, they'll knock off £250. So you're talking about roughly £1,100. And obviously there's the 80D with a lens, they'll knock £80 off that. And also the EOS M5, knock £80 off that. So let's have a look at lenses. Right, looking at the 100 to 400 Mark II lens, they'll knock £200 off that, so you're talking £1687. The 24 to 70, they'll knock £165 off that. And the 70 to 200 2.8L IS lens, they will knock £200 off that. Which really you're talking £1840 for that particular lens, which is a little bit cheaper than the 100 to 400 Mark II lens. So this is off Canon's website, what they're listing it at £1,887.99. Basically, obviously they'll give you a £200 cash back, so basically you pay for it and then you get your money back via a cheque or something like that. Just wanted to show you this on Amazon's website. They're selling it for £1,875. They're making you aware of the £200 special offer here. But obviously it always means you have to fork out your money to get it back. We look at Wex Photographic. Obviously these are stores in the UK. They're doing it for £1875. Again, £200 cashback offer there. Park Cameras, they're doing it a little bit different, sort of a bit under the radar you could say, saying it's £1,675, but in the small print they're saying you have to pay £1,875 and then you get your cheque back basically. So basically you fork out your money and you get some back. You can go to Google and do a bit of a search, and there are basically grey importers who will import the lens. Normally it'll be an Australian or Asian lens. It's from the same factory in Japan, but meant for the Asia or American markets. So, you know, obviously it won't be valid in terms of the warranty in the country that you're buying it from. For example, this is the UK. It's likely that Canon would probably repair it for you, but you'd have to pay for the repair in your own region. But they might not even touch it because it's from a different region, so you might have to post it back to Asia or Australia, and then they would probably repair it and return it. But I just wanted to talk about the Canon 100 to 400 Mark II lens. I've seen the price of this lens steadily increase over the past year or so. I bought this lens, believe it or not, for £1,200, which is basically a lot cheaper than what they're selling it here for. The reason I sent it back was on my cheap camera body, the 600D and my 7D. I found the focusing to be quite slow. After doing a bit more research, it's very possible the newer bodies and the 1D bodies will autofocus a lot quicker because they've got more powerful autofocus system built into the cameras. It's probably an oversight on Canon's part, that, but that's basically the reason why I sent it back. Check out my Canon camera reviews. I'm sure they will entertain you. I did get a bit of flack from some people who said that it focuses quick. I don't know what you're talking about, but I went to a camera store and basically tested another copy, and true enough it did the same thing. So it probably depends on what camera body you've got in regards of how quickly it focuses. But this video isn't really about the Canon lens, really. It's about the special offers that Canon are actually offering. And in regards to the price increases. Now, believe it or not, a year ago, you could see this lens on Amazon's own website for £1,550. Then it went up to £1,600. Then it went to £1,650. Then it went to £1,700. And now it's at £1,875. So this lens has been increasing in price month by month by month. I'm not sure what Canon's playing at. And then to basically up the price significantly to £1,875, and then to basically offer you a candy saying, if you buy this lens now, we will give you a cheque for £200. It seems a bit of a con to me to do that. I don't know what you guys think out there. Do you think Canon's playing the markets a little bit, cheating people a little bit? I don't know. It does seem a bit under the radar to do this sort of marketing like this. Tell me what you think in the comments, because I think it's a bit underhand in regards to, selling these lenses. Because what I can tell you is, if I just type in the Canon 70-200 Mark II lens. Now, I bought this lens a month ago. Now, as you can see here, Canon is selling it for £1,699 on Amazon website, obviously. And you get your £200 cash back, so it works out at £1,500. I bought this lens from a grey importer, right, from eBay for £1,330. So basically, I still got it cheaper than what Amazon's selling it for. Now, granted, it was a grey import, but don't be afraid of grey imports, because Canon, while they say they won't repair them under the warranties because it's a different region's warranty, it's not to say you couldn't send it to Australia and send it to Asia to get repaired and they'll return it back to you. But obviously there's cost involved in that. But Canon would probably repair the lens for you, but charge you for the repair, that's all. A good example of that is this Sigma lens I got from Adorama in America, 500mm prime lens. There was a problem with the focusing block, the contacts needed repairing. So Sigma in the UK did repair it for me. They charged me £229, but luckily enough, Adorama was good enough to basically reimburse me that. So that's a thank you and shout out to them for doing that for me. But I just wanted to discuss the Canon lenses that are being sold on Canon's website, and they're offering this cashback offer. It's a bit like giving a child a candy and taking it away, if you know what I mean. It don't feel right what they're doing, because if you've been watching Canon prices over the past year, you'll see a general increase on pricing, but then to offer you a cashback offer, it's not really reduced in price in my opinion, because it was already £200 cheaper than what it is now. So I don't know what Canon are playing at. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments, what do you feel, what do you think is going on. But it does seem a bit odd why Canon would choose to basically increase the price by literally £200 and then offer you a cashback offer of £200, but it's still the same price. Not, in fact, it's gone up in price. So you're not actually saving anything to what you would have if you'd bought it a year ago. So the offer isn't an offer in my opinion. But it's up to you guys. You tell me what you think, and thank you for watching.